ఇప్పుడు మనం కావేరీ యూనివర్సిటీ లాబొరేటరీ 7 ప్లాంట్ ఫిజియాలజీ, సీడ్ సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ, బయోకెమిస్ట్రీ సెక్షన్ దగ్గర అయితే ఉన్నాము. సో వీటికి సంబంధించినటువంటి పూర్తి సమాచారాన్ని అయితే తెలుసుకునే ప్రయత్నం చేసేద్దాము. ఇక్కడైతే ఒక మేడం ఉన్నారు, మరి సెల్ఫ్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ కూడా తెలుసుకుని పూర్తి సమాచారంలోకి అయితే వెళ్ళిపోదాం. నమస్తే అండి.
నమస్తే
మేడం, మీ గురించి చెప్పండి.
I am myself Dr. Sadras Bhavna. I have completed my PhD in the Department of Crop Physiology, and here I am working as the assistant professor at Kaveri University pertaining to this department. And this particular lab is said to be containing about basic sciences, all the basic sciences, three major ones, that is crop physiology, then biochemistry and seed science and technology. All the requirements for these three departments are said to be organized in this particular lab. So shall we go in?
ఓకే, సో మనమైతే వెళ్ళేద్దాము, ఎలా ఉంది కూడా చూసేద్దాము. సీడ్ జర్మినేటర్ అంటే ఏంటండి?
Seed germinator, this particular instrument is used in such a way that we carry out research studies to understand how the germination of seed takes place. So this germinator avails us or enables us to control three major environmental conditions. So we can control the light, temperature as well as humidity and grow plants within this chamber. Rather than field studies, we go in this chamber for the research studies. So this is a high-end technology as of now, where based on climatic changes, we go for studies in these chambers. So that is all about seed germinator.
Okay.
Next we have is the seed blower and seed divider. So these equipments are used to sample the seeds properly. So blower we use to separate out the pest infected seeds or the dry chaff or the empty seeds, and then gain sample lot for going for the test analysis that will come in next in the further process. Oxygen meter. So this meter is used for analyzing the quality of water. So it allows us to estimate the oxygen content in water, based on which we can estimate the microorganism content or the aquatic organism life in that particular water, whether it is suitable for the aquatic life or not. So oxygen content should be more basically, and the water usage in agriculture, the quality of water can be estimated by this. Next we have the calorimeter. This also allows us to tell the turbidity of water, the pollution caused in water, that can be estimated by calorimeter. So we have all the small equipments for water analysis, quality analysis. Then we have in specific is the SPAD meter. This particular SPAD meter is said to be operated to study the chlorophyll content of leaf. So by using this meter, the student will be able to understand the chlorophyll content and estimate the nitrogen content present in the plant. So this particular meter is of very importance. This also involves skill to analyze how the nutrient uptake is in plant.
రిఫ్రిజిరేటర్ సెంట్రిఫ్యూజ్ గురించి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి.
Refrigerated centrifuge, it is a machine which allows us to separate the components based on its density or weight. So the macerated material is said to be centrifuged at different rotations per minute.
Okay.
And based on that we can also cool the component. So it is termed as refrigerated. So there is icing or cooling surrounding that component, which allows us to separate out the components based on its density and weight. The lighter particles on the upper surface, the heavy ones at the bottom.
ఓకే, స్పెక్ట్రోఫోటోమీటర్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఏ విధంగా యూజ్ అవుతుంది?
Double beam spectrophotometer is used for biochemical studies. In this case, we can analyze the protein component, the enzyme studies, the chlorophyll studies, and the lipid studies, etc. can be carried out. In this case, the light is said to be passed through a solution, due to which, based on the absorbance, with different wavelengths of light, absorbance of different wavelengths of light, we can analyze its particular concentration present in case of plant.
ఇక్కడ మనకి ఫిజియాలజీ సబ్జెక్ట్ కి సంబంధించి మైక్రోస్కోప్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి. వీటి గురించి సమాచారాన్ని తెలుసుకుందాం. మేడం, వీటి గురించి చెప్పండి.
Okay, ఇది వచ్చేసి this is the microscope, compound microscope.
Okay.
In this case, for physiological studies, we'll be analyzing the anatomy of plant. So basically, we'll observe the leaf sections, the stem section, and the root sections. So it is a fundamental study. So the student has to understand how exactly the plant is organized inside, how is the plant cells organized.
Okay.
On the microscopic level, and then we'll understand what functions are taking up in the cell. So physiology is all about study of internal processes. So to understand internal process, we first study about the physical appearance of the internal processes by using this compound microscope.
ఓకే, సో ఇది ఎలా యూజ్ అవుతుందండి?
ఇది వచ్చేసి this is known as the Shortlet apparatus. In this case, this equipment is used in biochemistry, majorly in biochemistry, where the extraction studies are carried out. By using temperature, we continuously circulate the component, the plant tissue or the soil or seed component, and then we extract the lipids or pesticides, etc., to understand its component concentration in the seed, say oil. If you take groundnut seed, you can estimate what is the concentration of oil content present in that particular groundnut seed. So
Okay.
this apparatus is used for that purpose.
Leaf area meter.
Leaf
Okay.
area meter, in this case, physiology, as we study physiology, we understand the plant is growing day
Okay.
after day. So to estimate mathematically by values that the plant has grown up to this value from first stage to the second stage, this is the amount of leaf area or this is the amount of biomass estimated, we carry out certain mathematical growth analysis. In that aspect, we require the leaf area meter. So this equipment will allow us to scan the leaf and estimate the area of this
Okay.
particular leaf. So estimating the area is important to analyze what is the photosynthetic rate that is taking place in plant. More is the area, more the amount of photosynthesis that is taking place. Based on the area, we can estimate the production capacity of the plant.
ఓకే. ప్యూరిటీ వర్క్ బోర్డ్ గురించి ఏం చెప్తారు?
So basically, we understood this university is in collaboration with the seed industry company. So in case of seed production, we require certain seed quality parameters to be estimated. Among those quality parameters, one is the purity analysis. So you estimate what is the cut seed present in the seed lot that has come. So before you go for the test analysis that you will see next. So in this test analysis, the very first step would be purity estimation. So you separate out the impurities present in the seed lot by using this technique. In this case, there is a magnifying glass above and a light will be emitted below. So as you switch on, you will get in a light source comes out. So based on that light you emitted, you see the healthy seed and the dead seed, and you can easily separate it out. So based on the weights, again you will get to know what is the percentage of impurity present in the seed lot. So purity board is used for that purpose.
ఓకే.
So this is known as the moisture meter. In this case, we estimate what is the moisture percentage of the seed lot that we receive. So before it is disposed for storage units or to the farmers, where it has to travel to certain distances, the seed has to contain the least amount of moisture or particular range of moisture levels, which allows the seed to stay in healthy state until it reaches the customers. So the seed moisture estimation is one important skill that has to be imparted to students, and this is the meter for it.
లైట్ మీటర్ గురించి చెప్పండి.
Light meter, it helps us to estimate what is the intensity of light that is reaching the plant surface. So as the plant undergoes photosynthesis, based on different intensities, the rate of photosynthesis varies. So this particular meter allows us to estimate the microclimate of plant, light, as well as we have infrared thermometer. So temperatures are measured on the surface of the leaf. This is used to study microclimate of the plant.
ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ అబౌట్ సీడ్ కలెక్షన్స్.
Okay, so here we basically collected different categories of seed ranging from vegetables to cereals to tuber crops, millets, etc. So what are the different categories present in seed and how exactly the seed look like, which actually gives out the whole crop. So one seed will give out one complete plant. This has to be understood by the student initially, as they come from different fields. They might not be aware of agriculture as such, and once they get in, they have to first understand how exactly a plant is said to be grown. So here we collected around 70 samples of seed, and many more collection is going on. And then we have also the seed treatment. So once the seed is present, before going for sowing, we need to treat it with certain chemicals like insecticide, fungicide and polymers, such that it keeps the seed healthy inside the soil, preventing it from the other microbes that is present in the soil. So seed treatment and how it happens, etc. also is taught in this particular course.
స్టూడెంట్స్కి అండర్స్టాండింగ్ అయ్యేలా సీడ్ టెస్టింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ని ఏ విధంగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు?
Okay, so basically if you understand, in industry after the production of seed, we need to analyze whether that produced seed is suitable to reach the farmers or the customers. So the kind of analysis that you do is the quality analysis. In quality analysis, we have different kinds of tests. The very first one is known as tetrazolium test. In this case, we understand the lots will be produced n number of times. So the lot, if it is stored for long periods of time, you need to understand whether the seed is alive or dead. So this test tells us whether the seed is alive or dead. Tetrazolium test. And then we go for the germination test. In this case, once we get to know the seed is alive, what percentage of seed is said to be growing into plants. So germination percentage will tell you how much the quantity of seed is ready for germination. So this test is carried out by using this crepe paper. Moisture is given to the crepe paper, the seed is arranged first, and then it is allowed to incubate in certain temperature and humidity conditions. Based on that, you see the germination of seed taking place. Based on counting of the seeds after regular periods of time, say 4 days after putting it into the germinator, you estimate the germination percentage. So that is one germination test. Then we have is the vigor test. In this we understand the robustness of the seed. So robustness is nothing but we understand whether the seed is able to germinate even under stress conditions. So in this case we carry this test in case of trace within the laboratory conditions. By using the soil we just sow the seed and then put it in germinator under temperatures and humidity conditions. This allows us to estimate by based on readings again on regular basis, we estimate the vigor percentage. So we have viability test and the vigor test and germination test.
సో మనం చూడొచ్చు ఫిజియాలజీ సబ్జెక్ట్కి సంబంధించి స్టూడెంట్స్కి అర్థమయ్యే ప్రాసెస్లో ప్రతి ఎక్విప్మెంట్ కూడా చాలా చాలా బాగుందని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు రియల్లీ. అంటే వీటన్నిటిని చూస్తుంటే చాలా బాగా నేర్చుకోగలుగుతారు అనేటటువంటి ఒక ఆలోచన అనేది ప్రతి ఒక్కరిలో కూడా కనిపిస్తుంది. రియల్లీ సూపర్బ్ అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు.